Встречайте нашего спонсора и по совместительству моего мужа, не знаю, что первое, что второе, доктор наук Арнольд Кей. Некоторые из вас уже знают Бога. Бог – ученый, нутрициолог, под непосредственным руководством которого созданы известные препараты, пробиотики и БАДы, например, шипящий напиток с витамином С под названием Emergency. Сейчас Бог увлекается авторством. Его первая книга в стиле трансгрессивной научной фантастики «Plants vs. Humans» только что вышла в электронном формате на сайтах Amazon, Barnes & Noble и других. Давайте поздравим Бога с публикацией и дадим ему слово.
So, how long? 2 minutes? So, this is a special lightning round. Extremely important. You've got to pay attention. The instructions are very, very concise. Exactly. Okay? I'm going to say a word, and if that word means, I'm going to say something like Coca-Cola, and if you consume Coca-Cola in the last 10 years, you raise your hand, and then you put it down. And if I say something like lettuce, you say, yeah, I've used lettuce in the past 10 years, you raise your hand. That's all you have to do, and look at that. We're going to go real fast. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Memory foam pillow. Memory foam mattress. Okay. Bottled water plastic. Okay. Soda plastic. I got you on this one. Cosmetic products.
What?
Oh, come on. Lion.
No, wait.
Okay. Let's see what else. I was trying to get the holographic projector up here. I can see it, but you can't see it. I'm going through a list here of different things. Receipts that you get from stores. Any of you had those? You know, the kind of, when you smell them, you have those, you know, the instant printing ones? Electronics. Yeah. Plasma TVs, home appliances, plastic containers for your food, saran wrap. Okay. Excuse me. There's something stuck in my head.
What's that?
And that's the problem. Everything that I listed has a group of chemicals. I'm going to just call them plastics. I can go into the different classifications. We're all being exposed to them all the time. The thing about them is you can't sneeze them out. They accumulate in the body over and over. They affect everything from hormonal balance, cardiac performance, and I look at 10 to 30 research articles a day on medicine and science. Not kidding. And now they're finding in brain tissue microplastics. They found it in the heart tissue, in the tissue, microplastics. They found them in the Himalayas, they found them in turtles, freshwater, saltwater. I could go through the list. The thing is, we've used so many of them, they accumulate. Okay? Your body can't get rid of them. Why? You ever try to get rid of something really greasy and soapy, and you wash it, it's hard, right? You gotta mix it with something to get rid of it. That's what the body would like to do with those chemicals, but it doesn't work. So they keep on building up, and then people wonder why they have liver issues or some other issue. It's the core. So when I write, I take, is science fiction fiction, or is it fact? Does art represent real life, or does real life represent art? How many things did you see in science fiction 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago that they're reality? Printing, a tool, right? Communicating with somebody in space is all science fiction. So science fiction is a way that authors take really serious things and present that information to people in a very non-offensive manner to get the point across. So, anybody Gulliver's Travels? No? Okay. He didn't write what he wanted to say, because he would have probably been gone. So he put it into this fictional account of little people, right? He was talking about the political situation in England at the time. So those of us who author science fiction, we take the real and we expand it. And then you determine how far that expansion is out. So all the things that I write are really, truly based in science. And then I just extrapolate, I expand on them to take them to the fantastic. And that's what science fiction is about. My science fiction is referred to as transgressive, not transsexual, but transgressive. Kind of like Eminem with music, wants to push you and make you think, right? Push you past your comfort zone. So science fiction allows an author like myself to push myself to expand on things and say, you see a trend here? So, in terms of health and well-being, you're not going to escape the forever chemicals. Not going to happen. Because they're everywhere, right? Years ago, they had an advertisement that said, miracle of plastics. That's true. The plastics are miracles. It's what's left over. Last comment, penultimate comment. Kids, any kids? Ever have little kids, okay? And you got the chewy things and the teething rings and stuff. Well, that had a toxic material in it that they finally got rid of. So we'll call it A chemical. And the FDA said, everybody said, oh, well, we don't use A chemical, we use B chemical, which was exactly the same as A, minor modification. And all they said about it was, it's not A. They never said it was safe. So in terms of plastic, you can't run, you can't hide. You limit your exposure. Buy things in glass. Don't buy oil in plastic jugs. Plastic is part of your oil and you're eating it. Teflon pans, poison, absolute poison. My uncle knew this in 1964, working for GE. We never had a Teflon pan, but it sure is convenient, isn't it? So we sacrifice our health for convenience. So science fiction brings out these topics, handles them kind of lightly, and what if, and then it makes people think about it. Thank you. Sorry I sneezed on the floor. Those are the plastics I'm trying to get out of my head, and it just doesn't work that way. They stay.
Окей, большое спасибо вам. Еще раз поаплодируем.